Morning. Hello. Hey, everybody. Okay, so that is a. I wish I could do a retake right now. Oh my goodness. So the camera comes on, and I have like 5 seconds to do whatever I need to do, and this didn't look right. So sorry about that, everybody. Anyway, let's get going with today's show, which is hopefully going to be very, very good. I already have a lot of callers in the call log, so I'm going to start just giving my PSA announcements for everybody in hopes that, I can get to everybody in the call log. So, first and foremost, this show airs on television stations. Rude Ranger airs it, streams it on all of their streaming stations. WSCS airs it and on their TV channel and on all of their streaming channels. It is on radio and on almost every podcast, as well as YouTube, where most of you are joining me. So please be mindful when you're calling in to take your phone off of speakerphone and to or Bluetooth, whatever you're using, and put your phone to your face just for this few seconds. I usually don't like people putting their phone to their face, but for the sake of the audio for the show, please do that. Please have one solid, straightforward question. And if you're not going to ask a question, have one solid connection to the other side. Uh, One person you would like to connect to from the other side, and I would just need their first name and their relationship to you. Also, the question should not be tell me about my life or what's going to happen or so on and so forth, because that's kind of more of a private reading. So just have one set question, something you would like to know about. It can be about love, career, finances, any aspect of your life, okay? Just to help the show stay in flow and help us to keep going. Good morning, Stevie. I hope you're having an amazing day. Happy New Year, buddy. Um, okay, I want to say hi to everybody on YouTube right now. And so we have Heather and Genevieve, Mimi, Terry. Hey, Terry, Aaron, and Miss Jules so far. Thank you, you guys all. Say hi. I'm going to get to YouTube questions in between callers. So I'm going to kind of try to go back and forth and keep my place. If I miss your question, please repost it. I will try to get to it as soon as I can. Okay. So, okay. Hey, Suzanne, who just came in. So Suzanne wants to know, she's in the phone queue. What do I need to do to develop my, well, Suzanne, if you're in the phone queue, I may get to you and I will answer that online. Okay, so I'm going to go to the first caller who is 925. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Teresa in California.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm wondering, how are you?
Good. Okay, how can I help you?
I'm wondering how soon you see me changing jobs and if it's potentially out of state.
Okay, so the first question I heard tomorrow doesn't always mean literally tomorrow. It means it's coming in fast. That means I want to say within the month you're going to change jobs. Well, we are at the end of the month. I don't know if they mean within the month of December or within a month. Boy, they're saying this is coming in very soon. And okay, so if you want to change jobs out of state and you already have something out of state that you're working on, yes, you are going to change jobs out of state. Even if you don't have something lined up or haven't applied out of state, yes, I do feel like there is something coming in that is going to help you to change jobs and be out of state. I hope this makes sense to you. I do feel like they keep saying within the month, but we are like at the 28th and it's a holiday weekend. Not that I don't trust the angels. I'm just going to say within a month, just to be on the safe side. I don't want you calling me Monday, yelling at me, saying it didn't come through. So I'm going to say within a month. I say a solid month. Let's give them a solid month. But I do feel like whatever's coming in, it's coming in very quickly for you. Whatever it is, stay focused on what it is you're going towards, and don't have any apprehension or fears when it's offered to you, is what I'm hearing. Okay, love?
Okay. Thank you, Toni, so much.
You are so very welcome. And thank you so much for calling in. Please call us back and keep us posted. We'll love to hear more about it. I'm going to go straight to 515. 515, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Amy from Philadelphia.
Hey, Amy, how can I help you today?
Yeah, I kind of took in a stray neighborhood cat that apparently was someone in the neighborhoods, a while back. Is there anything that I can do to make the cat feel more comfortable being inside? Or I did take her to the vet. She's a little sick, or make her physically feel more comfortable.
So I'm hearing some answers. I'm not sure if these answers are straight up jokes or if they're serious, but I was gonna go to school. Then I got, they're just saying this cat needs a lot of, I can't believe they just, oh, this cat needs a lot of relaxing. Jeez. It needs to. Okay, so the cat needs, like, I don't know if it's catnip in cat language or what it is, but the cat seriously needs to be relaxed. Now, one of the things I am hearing is, one thing, once an animal is a bit wild, it likes to just always be and kind of stay wild, if you will. What I would say is, if you're going to keep this cat inside, which goes against everything it has been since birth, it needs like anti-anxiety or relaxation stuff, something to help it relax, and just something to help it relax. That's all I can say. I don't catnip, whatever it is that will help this cat just be in a more relaxed state. Okay, love?
Yes. Can I say something that makes total sense to what you said?
Yeah, absolutely.
I bought these calming treats, and I received them yesterday. I gave her one last night, and I seriously thought like she was so high, or
yeah,
that she was just completely out last night.
Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe cut the treats in half. Okay. The other thing I'm seeing for this cat is, if you get a dog kennel, like one of those metal kennels, and you put it outside in the yard, it will be helpful. But it would be like, just the cat treats are really good for the relaxation end of it, and eventually the cat will acclimate, but it will always have that want to be free again. Okay. So
Yeah.
be really careful around doors and such. Okay, love?
Okay, thank you very much.
You are so welcome. I hope you have an absolutely amazing new year. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Bye bye. Okay, I'm gonna go to online. I'm gonna go back to callers, but I want to do an online question. I need to find Aaron. Aaron called it, or Aaron typed a question, and Aaron said, "Do you see me buying a house out of state and starting a business this year?" Both. I see both. Now, of course, you have to put the initiative through and do it. And yes, I see both of those things happening. I feel like one of them may end up happening with another person. You won't be solo dolo on that. You'll be, whether it's buying the house or starting the business. I think it's one of them, I'm going to say one you'll be doing with another person, the other one you'll be doing on your own. Be smart about your choices. Don't overspend all at once. That's what I'm hearing for you, Erin. Happy New Year. I hope that helps. Happy New Year, Miss Jules. Okay, I'm going to go to I think 814. 814 is the next caller. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yep, I'm
Hi,
here.
this is Amy, and I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Amy, how can I help you
And my
today?
question is,
Uh-huh.
I am starting a new job in January, and I just wanted to see how you felt that it would go.
I hear it's going to go really well. Actually, I hear the word amazing, which is not a word they use that often when talking about a new job. I feel like it's going to be really good and very powerful for you. The one thing I am hearing is they're kind of saying it in the way of a joke, but they're saying stay out of the people business. Meaning, go in, do your job, go out. Don't get caught up in the office stuff, whatever that means for your job. Even if you're not in an office, do your job, go home. The other thing that I'm hearing for your new job is I don't even know if this is the words, if these are the words to the song, but it's like I think it says something that the words they're using is I walked right in and walked like a boss, like a boss, like a boss. And I can't sing that because I don't even know it, but that's kind of the beat they're giving me. So go in with not with boss vibes, but with boss behaviors. Okay. Don't go in like an employee, kind of go in and go in like you are the like the managers don't try to like buddy up to everybody. So go in, do your job, and come out. That's kind of what they're saying for this for you. I hope that makes sense to you, love. I really hope that makes sense. But I'm hearing it's going to be amazing. I'm hearing you're going to really like it once you get into the swing of things. Once you get into the yeah, once you understand the job and you're in the swing of things, you're gonna love it. You're just gonna love it. Give it a good week
Okay.
and you're gonna feel solid, and then give it a good month and you're gonna be in the routine and the swing of things, and then everything's gonna go from there. Okay, beautiful. Ooh.
Okay, thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Happy New Year, and I look forward to hearing updates on the job. Okay, love.
Okay.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
you.
You are welcome. You are so welcome. I am going to go to, wow. Hey, Erin, you are welcome. Absolutely my pleasure. I'm going to go to 651. 651, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Christiana calling from Minnesota.
How can I help you, love?
Hello.
Hello.
Um, can, can I ask a mediumship question, or are
No,
you not
yeah,
doing that today?
absolutely. No, I do that every day, all day long.
Okay. Okay. Um, I think I asked you about this before, but I'm just wondering if I got the spirit that's been lingering in my room to cross over or not.
Okay, let's see. I'm not gonna just limit it to your room. I'm gonna do the whole uh thing. So I'm gonna ask all from her have been cleared from her home. No. Okay, so I'm gonna start I'm gonna ask the angels to come in and clear that. And you may feel this, you may feel it pulling from the like the throat or the head area, you may feel it pulling from a different area. Once this is cleared, it should feel you should feel lighter, but more importantly, everything should look brighter in your home. So for you, everybody listening, everybody re-listening, if you believe this or not, I'm just gonna say our homes are clear. I get a no, we're gonna clear them. Our homes are unclear, we're gonna clear that. So your homes should feel better within about, depending on your home and what type of energy's been hanging out in it, within about 15 minutes, no more than 20. Somebody remind me to check on that in about 20 minutes. What I'm getting right now is there's a lot of like, okay, so when we're stressed, when we're upset, we change the energy in our home and ourselves. And so we need to really clean that energy out and get it better. Whew, whew, yeah, there we go. It should be gone. Her home. Yeah, that's good now. Your home and you are testing good now. Yep,
Okay.
your home is really good. And here's one tidbit of advice I am going to give you and anybody else who's trying to clear their home. Never, ever, ever, ever try to communicate with anything at all. Um, don't um, don't try to do the job yourself because that's not a job we are supposed to do. That's something the angels do. They come in and they reset energies and take out heavy energies or old energies, whatever we want to call them. That's what the angels do. So we just let them do it. We call on them and ask them to do it. Okay, love?
Okay.
Excellent.
All right. Thank you.
You're so welcome. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you have an absolutely amazing new year.
You too. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And everybody, that was at the about the 17-minute mark of the show. So if you want to come back and use that like once a day, once a week to clear your home and yourself, please feel free to do that. I'm going to go to 405. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Toni. It's Heather from Oklahoma.
Hey, Heather. How are you?
I'm good.
So,
I was going to ask you if you see me and Dakota relationship going.
okay. So Heather,
Longer.
yeah, Heather asked this online and there was a lot to it. So I'm so happy you called in. First and foremost, Heather, I do see you guys staying together for now. And remember, any relationship can work depending how much we're willing to put into it and or sacrifice. And not every relationship requires sacrifices, folks. Some of them do, not all of them do. So, what I'm going to say, Heather, is as of right now, I see the two of you staying together. And yes, this is free will. This is a choice at any time and point. Either one of you can change your mind. But as it sits right now, everything is going to stay kind of the way it is until September. In September, some things are going to come into your life, Heather, that are going to cause you to make choices. Now, whether these choices are with your relationship or work or family, there's just these choices coming in September. And I feel like it's going to radically change your life. Now, that sounds like a really big statement, but I'm going to say this. A choice can be to, um, I'm trying to let them pop something in, like your third eye completely opens. You make the choice to let your third eye completely open, and that radically changes your life. It doesn't mean everything else in your life goes, it just means now you see it differently. A choice can also be, you decide, I'm not going to do this work, or I'm not going to put up with this aspect of the relationship any longer. It doesn't mean the relationship's going to go. It means the whole dynamic of the relationship is going to change. It's up to you how far you take that or how you change it. But I feel that's going to come in September, and you're going to be the one that has to make those choices. You're going to be the one that is going to be making those decisions. This isn't something that's going to come from somebody else. Everything will be put on the table. It's like they're showing me a buffet. Everything is being put on the table. You're the one who has to decide what you want and what you don't want at that point, and what you're going to, I'm also hearing what you're going to deal with and what you will no longer deal with. So, Heather, and of course, you can decide this earlier, but I feel like everything comes to like a point in September. Now, if you do feel like you are starting to drift away from somebody, we can always do things to spice it up, bring it back together, give it that last ditch effort. You know what I mean? See if, this or that helps a little bit before we throw in the towel. Um, but the one statement I'm hearing is sometimes once you've said everything there is to say, there needs to be a certain amount of action taken. And then that just is what it is. Okay, love? And that is what I'm getting on that for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. And Heather, there's just one more thing that I'm going to say rather quickly. I hear this every once in a while with people who call in or have a private session, and it's by choice or by force. Okay. And when I hear the statement by choice or by force, um, some people think this is not a good statement. I think it's an amazing statement. It means we're going to be put on our path regardless of if we are ready for it or not. But if it's with a job, let's say, for example, by choice or by choice or by force, you're going to do what you need to do with this job, whether that means quit this job and start a new one or get fired and start a new one. By choice, you can choose to leave or you can get fired. Now, we can apply that to every aspect of our life and know that this is possibly at some point going to be a by choice or by force situation. When that time comes, you're going to know, and you're going to know exactly what you need to do. And you might want to give it that, last try or last effort. But I feel like when that statement by choice or by force comes in, it doesn't matter what you do at that point. Everything's been said and done. And I'm not, this is down the line a little bit, but I feel like when the time comes, you're going to really know what you need to do, or more importantly, what you really want to do with this. Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Heather. Happy New Year, love.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna 614, you are next. I'm going to look online and see, there's so many people. I think they're asking questions. Happy New Year, everybody, from Susan Gabriel. Susan says, feeling stuck spiritually. Should I focus on meditation, automatic writing, develop my psychic abilities? Thanks, Tony. I'm also, oh, if you're in the queue, I'm going to answer that when I get to you, Suzanne. I hope that that's coming up soon. I hope it's coming up soon. Um, Fun me. Thank you for joining, Elizabeth. Hey, Patrick, how are you? How are you? How are you? Um, Uh, Elizabeth wants to know if I see her dating. Do you see the guy having a certain career or personality? Okay, Elizabeth, do I see you dating anytime soon? After the new year. I feel like after the new year, you're going to start dating. And if I'm being more exact, I'm going to say February into March, you're going to start dating. I'm going to say you have the potential to meet this person organically. I do feel like it's a during everyday type of um, things like grocery shopping or whatever it is that you do on your regular everyday things you are going to, and there's somebody you're going to meet. You have the potential to meet somebody from or with work also, Elizabeth. I feel like that's kind of a no-go, even though you're going to really want to go with that. It's going to cause more problems down the line, and this person is not a really good genuine person. They're kind of a player, and you're kind of not a player slayer. So I would say stay away from work, dude, and go with the people you meet outside of work. Um, so that's what I have. February into March, I feel like you will be dating a lot more. Okay, Elizabeth. And I feel like you're going to be meeting really good, a better quality of person at that time. I am going to go to 614. 614, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Wilson. I'm calling from Ohio.
Hey, how can I help you today?
I wanted to know if I was gonna get a promotion of any kind at my current day job. I kind of have been having a little bit of struggles where like working with certain coworkers and just hoping that it gets better.
Okay, so what I heard, and I'm sorry because it's a little gargled, so I'm just going to take a moment and say, hey, everybody, when I call your area code, please take me off of speakerphone or take me off of Bluetooth, whatever you're using. Put your phone to your face for the couple minutes that we're talking so it can be a clear connection. Are you going to get a promotion on your day job? Yes, but it's not going to come in as quickly as you want it to. It's going to take a moment for this to cultivate. Again, I feel like this might be happening right after the new year. After the new year, I feel like you're going to get some opportunities at work, but you're going to have to pursue those opportunities at work. You're going to have to apply for them and have them apply for them, or let people know that you want to go after them, like that you're interested. Okay. I also see, sweetie, that there is an opportunity outside of your company that you might hear about. Um, Look at that opportunity. It doesn't hurt to look at opportunities outside of your company. Uh, Sometimes people will bring you in on a higher level in a new company and pay you more there, um, for the experience that the old company gave you. That's just what I'm hearing. So you might want to think about also, if you hear about or see something, and hear about can be you heard about it from a person, or you heard about it online in a job search. Don't be afraid to look outside of your company. I do feel like there's going to be something really good and powerful for you outside of your company. I'm going to go directly to 860 860 860. What's your name? Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Tony. It's Amla.
Hey, Amla, how are you?
Good, good. I'll go straight to the question. My sister, I've talked to you before privately, but I'm just wondering, for maybe January, as far as like my sister and I, it's very topsy turvy, and I just been wondering, what can I do for the sake of peace, and whatever you got with this. It's
Okay,
just
so
very
yeah, you know what,
turbulent.
Amla, I'm hearing this is a very complicated and sensitive situation. Um,
Okay,
but I'm also hearing don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. So take out, I think that means throw out everything except the person. Um, this
okay,
is something I use very often for people, and I'm going to say it to you. And I know if you're sensitive, I hope this doesn't trigger anything, and it shouldn't. If your sister
yeah,
passed away tonight, she's not going to, that's not a prediction. This is just a statement. If she passed away tonight, would everything
okay,
that the two of you are arguing about even matter? Would it
okay,
matter, right? So it knowing
yeah,
that kind of concede, if you want a relationship, you have to concede a little bit and come at it from a different perspective of
right,
as long as she's not taking advantage of you or harming you in a way, come at it from the perspective of understanding and love, especially to get through the holidays. And there's a lot of other things that are going to be going on that are going to be very emotionally charged through January and February. So I know it can be very
yes,
difficult to be very understanding all the time. But again, at the end of the day, what really matters? Okay, at the and you know what? This doesn't mean. And here's the important thing, folks. I want to say this: just because somebody's a friend, just because they're a relative, if something's going on and it becomes a stressful or an unhealthy situation, it doesn't mean like kick them out of your life forever. In some cases, you have to, but you can back off and
yeah,
have minimal timed conversations or text messages that can't be misunderstood. The holidays cause
yeah,
triggers for people, and we don't know what's going on in somebody's life personally. Just because they're our friend or our family, it doesn't mean they tell us everything. It doesn't. A lot of people don't want to bother other people, bring other people down, or they don't want to be embarrassed by what's going on in their life, so they will not share it. So, if there is some kind of
yeah,
complication or something going on with somebody, just let them know, like, be be you, but back off a little bit. You don't have to talk every week, every day. Send those loving texts if you can, and give them the space and time they need to miss you and or to resolve whatever's going on in their life. And that's where the best thing's going to come in. Okay, sweetie?
oh, I appreciate it. It's been, I think the best thing, I'm going to just wrap it up, is disengage with love and plus a detachment. I think detachment, disengagement for now is the best thing for me to be at peace with love and kindness.
Absolutely,
Um, for
absolutely.
the
And oh, sorry, Amla. And what I'll say too, and I'm so sorry, Amla. Um, don't have expectations of other people. Nobody can ever live up to our expectations. We expect people to, and especially if we've known them for a while, we ex- they behave a certain way. We have an expectation that behavior is going to continue. They don't owe us. Nobody owes us anything. Not one person on this in this world owes us anything. Okay, so don't have expectations of people. Um, of conversations, of ways people should treat you, because people are going to treat you from where they are, not who you think they are or how you think you should be treated. And that's based on what's going on in their life. And we don't always know everything going on in somebody's life. I'm going to cut. Hey, Mo, how are you? Fun me. Can we just call? Yeah, call in. The number is, if you would like to ask a question or connect with a loved one on the other side, the number is 845-277-9131. Please call in. Remember, you have to hit 1 if you want to ask a question. So I see that the little hand is raised on the thing. And then if you want to, uh, if you are listening or watching on TV or a podcast and you want to join us live, it's every Monday and Wednesday at noon Central for a minimum of 30 minutes. Yes. Okay. I want to say, hey, okay, Fund Me just called in. Thank you. Aloha Jay. Gratitude back to you in the Great White North. Thank you, Fun Me, for calling in. Hey, Modi Live. How are you? 2023 is going to be an extremely interesting year. There are going to be so many topsy-turvy changes. It's going to be crazy, folks. Hold on. Tina, thank you for joining us. Kathy, wonderful to see you. Okay, you guys, I am going to take a couple of more callers, and I am going to, if you give me your area code that you're calling from, it makes it easier. The first caller I'm going to take is 111. 111, what's your name and where are you calling from? Hello. 111. Well, that might not be your area code.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, how can I help you? What's your name?
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
So my name is Brenda. My name is Brenda, and I'm calling from Argentina right now, but I'm from America.
I love that. I love that. How can I help you, love?
So I'm in transition. I came down to Argentina for several months to do some traveling. I have to go back next month, get a job, find a place, obviously, to live. So I'm a little bit worried about that right now. I have started to apply to jobs, but it's taking slower than I thought. So I'm wondering what you see.
Okay, well, the first thing I'm hearing is I don't know if I might commute. Okay, commute. So the first word I'm hearing is commute, and what I'm getting from that, and I'm going to say this to you is you might be looking at a position that is a from home position, something you can do at least in the beginning where you don't have to commute. That's what I'm guessing commute means. Now, if you know commute to mean something else, go with your meaning. I'm going to tell you there are a number of companies from Tesla to Apple to every company that will hire you, train you, and let you work from wherever you are in the world. And that is just a fact. Apple will even send you a computer that you can work with on whatever. But there are a number of companies that will train you and hire you and let you work remotely. That's the word, remotely, without a problem. Oh, and then the next thing I'm hearing is the sooner you when you get back, things are going to move very, very, very quickly for you. There's not going to be like a stall or a stalemate. It's just going to be like you're hitting the ground running. I do feel like you really need to be in an area that you're familiar with. So for example, if you go back to an area that you're familiar with, don't start in a like kind of a brand new area unless you have information about that area. Okay. So that is the information that I'm getting. I feel like everything is going to move very quickly once you get home. Okay. I do feel like that is going to happen for you. I hope that makes sense for you, love.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
definitely. Thank you.
You are so welcome. You are so very welcome. And I wish you luck and have fun in Argentina. Have a lot of fun there. Enjoy it while you're there, right?
I am.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You are very, very welcome. Thank you for calling in. Happy New Year, love. I'm going to go direct.
You too.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go to 617-227. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hi.
Toni.
Yes.
It's Suzanne. I just took you off speaker.
Hi.
Hooray.
Yay. How are you, Suzanne?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, love.
I'm good, and thank you for your generosity of spirit and time for helping everybody. I'm speaking on behalf of everybody. We all really appreciate your energy, your positive energy.
Thank you so much, love. Thank you. I'm really grateful and honored to be here and be able to do this. So, how can I help you today, love?
Well, I feel like I might have some intuitive or psychic abilities, like clairaudience, but I just feel stuck. I'm not sure what direction to go in with anything. Should I be doing meditation, automatic writing? I'm not sure what direction to go in and what you would suggest.
Okay, so the first thing, we are all intuitive. We all have gifts. We all hear, see, and speak at different times. We might not all do it consistently, like we don't hear all day long, which would make us feel crazy if we were that open, I think, for some of us.
Right.
And we don't I'm gonna tell you guys something. I hope my one sister doesn't get upset by this, but I have a sister that when she's drinking, she sees spirits so clearly that she will scream at them. like she'll be a little crunk and she'll be walking through her house and she will start swearing at them to get out of her house. And but they're not like the angels. They're not angels. They're like people, maybe our family members moved on, and she'll get so angry. She'll be like, "Get that, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Oh, maybe you don't so much want to talk to them like that. Maybe they're there for protecting your little crunk butt right now." Just saying. So there are, when we're not so like alcohol, they say, oh, they call alcohol spirits because it brings in the spirits. I believe the spirits are always there. I believe our loved ones are always, always, always with us. Angels are always with us. I do, however, believe we're wound. I'm sorry, folks. I can't pronounce all my letters. Still a little concussed. So sorry. We're wound so tightly sometimes that a little bit of alcohol. And I'm not saying go get crunk and start talking to spirit. That is not at all what I'm saying. What I am saying is things that help us relax, things that take that edge off will definitely help us to see and or hear a little bit more easily. Now, having said that, meditation does it. If you can meditate. When we're coming out of that state of sleep, right? We've been sleeping, and if we can slowly wake up, not with an alarm, but slowly wake up, we will be able to really connect and communicate, because that's one of our most relaxed states that we have. Another another way to really get to that space where we can just be in connection is to just I always tell everybody, breathe in through Breathe in and follow your breath all the way down, and then breathe out and follow your breath all the way out. And if you do that 3 times, really slow, very slow, deep breaths, and if you do that 3 times, you should be able to ask a question and get an answer from your loved ones or angels. And I always say, start with yes, no questions and go from there. Now, if you are already experiencing connection and you know you're hearing angels or seeing things, just sit down and say, show me more in a fun, playful way. The more seriously we take it, the more difficult it can be to come through. And don't, if you ask a question, be open to the way they answer it. It might not be the answer that you're looking for or the answer that you want, and you might not understand the answer right away. I don't understand the answers they give me for me. 90% of the time, the answers they give me for me, I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Really? Come on. But, I work with it and then I keep asking or I ask in a different way. So
I'm not getting anything right now, though. I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was just going to say there's certain points where if I just wake up, I will hear something clear audiently different. But I'm not hearing anything. Like if I ask a question and maybe I'm being too intense and there's all this resistance and maybe just what you were saying, just be more fun about it. I don't know. I feel like I have no answers about anything.
Right. And one of the things that I hear is when we're stressed or when we're nervous or whatever, we won't get that. Now, what I will tell you is when we are preoccupied with something else, like sometimes if we're driving down the street, we will hear them or see it out of the corner of our eye because we're driving and our mind is preoccupied. We're not so focused on it. So that might be a technique that you can use too, is working on a puzzle. I'm going to tell you the Claire or the automatic writing might not work for you right now. The biggest thing I'm getting for you is to use the breath technique to take the minimum of 3 breaths. I'm going to say almost every person I've used that technique with, at the end of the breaths, if you follow that breath all the way down and follow it all the way out, it, the, it changes where you are and it will give you something. Okay, love, it will give you some sort of change in your mood, in your whatever you want to call it, and you should be able to hear something. If you are hearing it when you wake up, take a mini nap and slowly wake up and then stay in that in between state as long as you can. Okay, sweetie?
Okay, well, thank you very much for all your time and energy and generosity towards everybody.
You are
appreciate it. Have a really happy and healthy and just joyous upcoming 2023. So thank you so much.
You are so welcome, and thank you, and happy New Year to you also. I do want to say, it can be, everybody thinks it comes from outside of us, and some of it does, but it starts inside of us. This connection to God and the angels and to loved ones on the other side, it starts inside of us. It's inside of each and every one of us. There's a spark of the whole in each and every one of us. And it's the energetic connection that we keep with what we call home, being, whatever you call God or whatever. And when we focus in on that and expand that within us and open that up, and I'm going to go out on a bit of a limb here and say that that is love. That is our love center. And during meditations, when people are in a very deep meditation, I'll say, okay, put your hand over your light. Everybody inevitably goes here. Even though they're in a very deep meditation, if they're in hypnosis, whatever it is, everybody inevitably will go towards their chest area. That doesn't mean it's your heart. That means that the center of that source, that spirit starts here and expands up and down and side to side. And if you can get into that space where you focus just in on that energetic light and imagine it being a golden hue or a white hue and expanding that throughout and beyond your body, which it can go 6 feet out. 6 feet, folks. Pay attention to that. 6 feet. It goes 6 feet out. And once you get it to that point, you will have that feeling and that knowing back again, because that light inside of you can dissolve any negativity, fear, nervousness, anything. You just have to sit with it and focus in on it. And I know that sounds like, oh, I've tried and I can't. I get that. Start with the breathing and work your way out from there. Okay, everybody. I'm going to take some questions online. Aloha Jay wants to know, 2023 is going to be an interesting year. And I think I answered that. And I'm going to agree with that. There are going to be some judicial decisions, some things happening. I said this on Monday's show too. Judicially, there are going to be some things coming in that are going, if we're paying attention, we're going to be like, oh my gosh, did that just happen? Yes, it did. It's already starting to happen, but the press is not letting it out. So pay attention to what the Supreme Court is doing. Pay attention, because there are going to be some things coming that are just, holy cow, holy cow. We're going to be like, oh my goodness. Hey Modi, Angie, hey there. Will I find my husband in 2023? Thanks. Angie, will Angie find her husband in 2023? Yes, but you're not going to know he's your husband at first. It's somebody brand new, not somebody from the past, somebody that's coming in. And I hear February and then I hear October. Now, Angie, this can mean you meet somebody in February and then you think it's the person, or you meet them in February and then you meet them again in October. Nope, two different people. Angie, you're going to meet somebody in February. You're going to think this is the person. Don't skip the February person. So here's what we do. We hear October and we jump to October. And we're like, I'm not going to date anybody until October. No. Date the person from February. You don't have to stay with them. You don't have to get jiggy with them. You don't have to drop your drawers for them. But meet them. There's something you need to learn from this person about you. Something you're going to learn about you that is going to help you with the person that is going to be your husband. Now, the February person is going to help you figure out how to be the person you need to be for the October person. I hope that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, I apologize. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing. And October could be any time up until October or in October itself. Hey, Mimi, so happy you're here. Mo wants to know, when I had panic attack, breathing deeply and feeling my chest move with my hands help me center. Okay. I think that's a statement. Yeah, when you put your hand on your chest, it will automatically help you center, and just the slow, deep breathing will always take you there. You are so welcome, Susan. I don't. Okay, Aloha Jay. I don't think the digital prison is going to come in 2023. I think there are too many things that need to be put in play, even though they are going to try. There's something that's going to come in, and like I see this is where they're going, but this is something that's going to come in and try to stop that. So let's hope that that is the truth on that. Hey, Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, the guy at work, but stay away. Yes, stay away from the guy at work. Yeah, don't mix. Nobody should be mixing work and pleasure. It never ends well. I'm sorry, it just never does. Um, do you know the guy you're going to meet? No, if you're meeting them out organically, no, I don't feel like you know this person. And I feel like, Elizabeth, it's so, men and women are so different when we're in our dating stages. Women are like, I'm going to meet the one, and that's going to be it. And we're going to live happily ever after. Where men are like, I'm going to have myself a dirty dozen or a baker's dozen. I think it's called a baker's dozen, not a dirty dozen. I don't know. They could be a dirty dozen. I'm not judging. And they between them maybe find that person. In the beginning of dating, if you're not haven't had that talk about monogamy, don't be afraid to date more than one person. If you meet two people, obviously, like, maybe talk to both people, maybe have, conversations with both of them. Even if you keep one as a friend, you're going to learn a lot about dating men and what you want and what you don't want. I always say, your male friends will be more honest with you than any woman or any guy you're dating. And I personally will go up to not random strangers, but, I will ask men straight out questions about other men, and they will always answer. And they will give you that brutally honest answer because they have no skin in the game. They have nothing to lose. They're going to tell you the truth about men 1,000,000%. They will tell you every dirty dog trick men pull. They will. So if you really, want to be schooled on men and their dating habits, and if you're in a dating situation and you don't understand it, you don't get what this guy is doing, go to a coworker, go to your, somebody that, and ask them, hey, is this normal? What do you think is going on here? And they will tell you, but be prepared for the answer. Be prepared for it, because you might not like the answer, but don't get upset with the person who's telling you the answer. Um, and it doesn't mean you have to believe the answer, but yeah. But again, Elizabeth, the people coming in for you are people you do not know. If somebody from the past comes back in, scoot, 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 scoot. Don't revisit the past. It will not be worth it. You will not like it, and you will not have the results that you want. And it will just be in the way of something new coming in, Elizabeth. Okay. And Adeline, I can't see. My eyes just blurred out. Ashlyn, Victoria. Sorry, so sorry. Hi, do you know what's the most important thing I should be doing at the
90
seconds? With 90 seconds left, I'm going to have to say, I probably don't. Where were you earlier, Victoria? I'm going to say right now, focusing on you, self-love, self-care. Yeah, that's what they're giving me. Self-love, self-care for you. Focus on you, self-love, self-care. Okay. That is the quick answer for you. I'm here every Monday and Wednesday for a minimum of 30 minutes. I start at noon Central, and I look forward to next week's show. Happy New Year, everybody. I love you all so very, very, very much.